Hi guys, um, please take a few moments, just a few moments, and watch this. This is an encouragement, just a word to encourage you. I am gonna try my best to be as fast as I can. So earlier today, I was thinking about David, and I read the Bible in the book of First Samuel. This time that David and his men went out for war. They went out and stayed for like 3 days, and after 3 days they came home. So when they came home after 3 days, they found that the enemy, the Amalekites, had come, they invaded their city, they took their wives and their kids, they took them captive, and they went away with them. They had not killed anyone, but they took them away. And the Bible says that when David and his men arrived and found this mess, they cried until they had no more strength to cry. Have you ever cried until you do not have any more strength to cry because you have cried and cried and cried? So at this moment, probably David would expect that after they are done crying, they would all arise and start pursuing the enemy, or start, deliberating how do we go about getting our families. But that did not happen. After they were done crying, they rose up and start going against David. They start saying that they were going to stone him, because I think because he was the leader, of course, and he's the one who had led them to war. So they were like, if I was here at home, I would have fought for my family. I probably would still be having my family. But that did not happen. They did not encourage him. Now, this verse is what encourages me, and this is what I want. These are the words I want to say to you. The Bible says that David encouraged himself in the Lord. Yeah? After he saw that nobody is there to encourage me, he encouraged himself in the Lord. He went and prayed, and after he prayed, he asked God, do I pursue these people? Am I going to get them? Am I going to recover everything they've stolen? The Bible says that God instructed him, go, you're going to get them, you will pursue them, find them, and you're going to recover everything that has been stolen. So these are my words to you, or rather, this is my encouragement to you. Please, in this life, learn to encourage yourself. There are moments where you don't have anyone to share your problem with, or to even encourage, like you have already shared. Yeah, you have already shared with several people how you're going through financial strain. You've already shared with people how you're going through, your marriage is on the rocks, how things are not working for you, how your business is about to just come crumbling down. Nobody is encouraging you, because you know what? Everybody else around you has their own problem. Yeah? And everyone is at war. So you don't have anyone to encourage you. And it's at this moment where you have to stand up and encourage yourself in the Lord. Encourage yourself in the Lord, because you do not have an encourager. At this moment, it's not an encourager that you need. You just need God to speak into your life, to give you an answer. You just need God to tell you, to give you direction, to tell you this is what the direction that you're going to follow. You do not need the encouragement or the motivation of people. You don't need people to come and start motivating you. This is the time where you just go and speak to God and God alone. Remember one day when Jesus was just about to be crucified, and they together, him and his disciples, went to the garden of Gethsemane. So when they went there, he left the disciples and took 3 of them, whom he believed were his close people, his close friends. He took John, James, and Peter. So he went further with these 3 friends, And he just wanted to, share what he was going through. And the Bible says that Jesus told them, my heart is so sad that I feel like I'm gonna die right now. That is what Christ was going through at that moment, when he was just about to, be taken and go through what he went through. The Bible says he told them that. And even after telling them that, they didn't do anything. He probably thought they were going to encourage him, tell him, hey, God is with you, or we are with you, but they didn't. He told them to pray, and they didn't. They slept. They left their friend alone and slept. Yeah? And the Bible says that Jesus went a little more steps further, and he started praying and prayed and started telling God, take this cup away from me. And when he came back, he found them asleep. The Bible says they could barely keep their eyes open. Their eyes couldn't just, they were like, man, this place it's sleepy up here. They could not stay awake even for 1 hour to pray together with Jesus. This is what I'm saying. There are some times that you're just going to be, it's you. Jesus could not rely on these 3 friends. Remember, he took all his disciples to Gethsemane, and then took out of those disciples, out of that 11 number that he had, he chose 3 of them, the inner circle, yeah, and took them with him, and then went to a different place, and then left them to go further, because these people were not even helping him. He needed just an alone time with God, because it is only God who could solve his problem. It is only God who could strengthen him. So this is my encouragement to you, or my word to you. Learn to just trust in God and encourage yourself in the Lord, because sometimes in life you're not gonna get people around you who are ready to encourage you. People have their own problems, and again, sometimes it's just you. Sometimes you have shared your problems, you have shared and even overshared things about your life, and nobody's coming to your rescue. You are waiting for a word, you're waiting for a phone call, you're waiting for someone to send you something, you're waiting for a bank message, you're waiting for an M-Pesa message, you're waiting for all this, you're waiting for something. Yeah? Stop waiting on something. Just encourage yourself in the Lord and go into that inner place and talk to God, because it is only God who has the direction that you should follow. If David continued crying, or he started arguing with these people, they couldn't get anywhere. But he went straight to God and told him, hey, what do we do? And God told him, go, you're going to pursue them, you will find them. So always learn to encourage yourself in the Lord. Learn to just have a you moment with God, just the 2 of you, not even the devil. Learn to have that moment, you and God, and he will give you direction to your problems. He will give you direction to where you're lost somewhere. He will give you direction. So this is my encouragement to you.